It can be really difficult, and you hear all the stories about raising an adolescent through that early teenage years, really all the way into college, because they're experimenting with new ideas, trying to figure out who they are, pushing away from anybody who wants to have authority over them, which unfortunately includes you, and just exploring the world from their perspective. Boy, this can really make parents feel so insecure. At times you're going to just wonder, am I doing the right thing? Am I saying the right things? Why is my child not responding to me? These are all questions that are very common and very normal among parents who have kids in this age group. I really want to encourage you to find a great group of families that have similar aged kids, if you don't already have that group, and rely on that group to talk about what you're feeling and the changes that are happening. The reason I think that's important is that these patterns are all the same. It's not like one kid is going to become more independent than another kid is going to become less independent. It doesn't work that way. Their brain is really pushing them in all these kids to become more independent, to push away from parental authority, and to make decisions on their own. Now, you're probably not going to like all those decisions. You would have done it differently. They scare you sometimes, but they have to make their own choices and learn from them. And then as you're gently guiding them along and providing some healthy boundaries for them, it will be a success story. I just think parents get very anxious during this time, and it's very good to have other people in your life who can say, you know what, I think that's just normal. I know that happens for me a lot when I'm working with families. Just the words, you know, I think that's pretty normal, is encouraging to them. And of course, if there's something scary going on and you're concerned about possible addiction issues or whatever, you need to talk to your family pediatrician to get great guidance. But for the most part, these kids are just testing the limits and trying to do things their way. They're going to be different when they get through all this. They'll be young adults, and they'll be thinking on their own and making plans for themselves. But let's make sure we take care of each other in that process. I'm sure if you talk to moms, they're all going to say the same thing, and that's going to be encouraging to you. I'm Dr. M with Anatomy for Kids.